Hello, and welcome back to a happy steamist with count them, two ghast tears. Very pleased. Let's move away from that crusher. Yeah, I've got a plan for those ghast tears. It's a ridiculously silly plan, so we'll see. It's not something that's going to happen right now. Why am I walking up these stairs suddenly? Very odd. Sorry about this, slight confusion as to what's happening. Down, but not up. I have no idea why. Something to do with my hat? It must be the exosuit benefit. Anyhow, yeah, we got ourselves some ghast tears, which was most enjoyable. We are still contemplating what to do with this. I thought what I might have a shot at is pumping out this slick water. There is an endothermic pump in Engineer's toolbox, but rumour has it it's a bit buggy. So I thought what I would do is make use of a mechanism pump. Let's switch that crusher off. I've been crushing up some sandstone to make sand for the slick water. Let's look at pump. Pumpkins. We need pumpkins, obviously. Electric pump. Okay, steel casing. I got that? Yep. And that looks easy. No. Was it? And a bucket. Bucket. Okay, so we've got an electric pump. I think I've got some fluid pipes, power pipes and a drum. No idea how this is going to work, whether it will actually be able to suck stuff out of the whole area. Let's have a look. Give it some power, I guess. Let's have a look. Power. Yes, power. Electric pump, no fluid. One thing I find quite annoying about mechanism, mechanism power cubes is that they only output at the bottom. Well, not at the bottom, on one face. So I'm going to place this. I've got to place it so that the output face is where we want it. Comme ça. That should have power. No. Great. Can we rotate it? Nope. Have we got a wrench? Nope. Oh, we're going to go through that malarkey again. Yep. Power, power, power. Something's happening. Pump, drum, on top. Yes. Stick water. Cool. Don't know how far down it'll go. Doing the job though. Right, so I think if we leave that running, we'll be sucking up the slick water. Also still making slick water. Nice. Now we could probably actually pipe this straight in. Let's do that, use that as a buffer. Mechanical pipe. Can we tidy this up? Okay, let's go out here. We'll set this to pole. It should mean we've got a good flow of slick water into here. I hope. So suddenly we should be digging away a bit quicker. Which I would say is happening. Can't say we're getting anything interesting yet, but you know, in time. We'll grab the sandstone and cobble, I think, out of there. It is perhaps time to make some storage capacity. Yeah, I'm wondering where to put the storage. Just going to pop them here for now. Don't actually know how to use them. Right, shift right clicking. No. Right clicking, double right clicking, double right clicking. Nice. Yeah. Quick snooze. Let's see how things are going over here. Don't you just love creepers? I think that was it. What did we lose here? Chest with sand in. I think we can live with that. Power? Yeah. Right. Thank you, Mr. Creeper. Okay, we've got some power. Put another chest in. Just because we can. Clearly, creepers can't stop us. Right, I think we're good. Just pulling out slickwater. Oh, you can put upgrades in it. Good to know. So probably still not keeping up with what this can do. But we are finally pulling some more out, which is good. Cobble, andesite, gravel, a bit more sandstone at a reasonable rate. So finally our ridiculous Asher isn't quite so ridiculous. So as mentioned, I have some ridiculous plans. Well, they'll come to fruition, we'll see. Right, we'll take a short break here while I figure out what I'm doing next. See you in a moment. Well, here's an unexpected side effect of my digging. We have a squid farm. Well, a squid sanctuary. Not quite sure what to do with that, but it's interesting nonetheless. Mining away. Yeah, we're actually getting some ore now, which is useful, and a lot of cobble. I think it might be time to set up a compressed cobble generator, crafter. But let's get that done and out of the way. So an RF tools crafter. Machine frame. We can do that. Crafting table. We can't do that. And I think it was 2. Torches. Now, tier 1 crafter, 2 recipes, that'll do for now. Let's got ourselves a tier 1 crafter. Yeah. We'll just slap it here for now. Really needs wiring in somehow. For now, Just going to put it here and teach it. How to make compressed cobble. Apply compressed cobble, keep it internal. So now cobble should get converted to compressed cobble. Nice. What we can then do, we haven't got enough yet, is teach it that compressed cobble should make double compressed. So now, as we stick cobble in, it'll get compressed and then double compressed. Which is exactly what we want. Let's go and grab all that cobble. Pray we don't bump into a creeper again. Now with some pipes and filtering, obviously we can rig this up to our miner. Nice. Okay. Quick snooze. Intrigued how this pump is doing. It's obviously working. Might need to move it over here at some point. This is still pulling up mainly cobble, but we're getting some iron, copper, and various junk stone, and quite a bit of gravel, good for the gunpowder. Whoa, who's that? I think this is from the headcrumbs mod. Gideon Seymour himself. Well, Gideon, I'm presuming you're aggro. Or maybe you're not. Gideon Seymour is the maker of... Whoa. The unpleasant maker, obviously. Of Horizon's Daybreaker. Bye-bye, Gideon. Not bye-bye, Gideon. Gideon Seymour was pummeled by strange oddity. Ha! Think you're safe, just because you're the mod pack creator. That's an NPC from the Headcrumbs mod, pretty sure. You know what, this is going to be a pretty impressive hole, I think. Definitely. Okay. Oh. NG cube's nearly out. I think we're going to have to power that back up. Now one problem we're going to come up against, which I forgot to mention, is that I was having a lot of problems where when I tried to re-enter the world I would crash. Looked at the crash log and it was a progressive automation chopper causing the crash. The only way I could recover the world was to actually remove progressive automation, disable it from the mod pack, which I am not pleased about. I want to get that back in. So this chopper was somehow getting corrupted. The only thing I can think of is it's something to do with connecting it to either extra utilities mechanism or pipes. So we're going to have a play with that. It means we're not generating wood, which will mean that eventually we're going to have boiler problems. So we need to fix that, definitely. There's three things in Flaxbeards, returning to good old Flaxbeards, that we haven't played with. One is the, where is it? Thumper. Now I would like to play with the Thumper, but I can't quite see the sense of it. The Thumper is I suppose, a sort of miner. You put it on the ground, give it steam, and it drops this large lump up and down and creates effectively a ravine under the Thumper, very slowly. You probably need a few Thumpers to make it work. Thing is, everything that it breaks just drops, so there are item drops everywhere. You'd need a vacuum maybe or something to scoop them up, but it just never seemed to me to make much sense. I might be missing something. If I am, let me know. The item mortar, well, we've got plans for that, definitely. This is a mortar that fires items that are piped into it to another location, and that other location can be an infinite distance away. I assume it can't go cross-dimensionally, but I haven't tried. You mark the target with an astrolabe, and then basically the items will be fired and appear at your target location in a while. They're canistered, which is something else I haven't quite grasped from Flaxbeards, and that means I believe that they won't despawn. Again, you could set up a vacuum to scoop them up. So that could be a really useful way to move things from a remote mining system to home. Not as streamlined and efficient as an ender chest, but much more interesting. And lastly, the other thing, which we really must make, is one of these, a rocket launcher. I mean, who can be without a rocket launcher? Especially since you can rocket jump with them. Let's see, iron plates. What did we need? A flintlock, I think. And we need a flint and steel. Flint is in the miner. Yep. Going well. Okay. Flint and steel. Oh, come on. Flint and steel. Is it redstone? Some combination. Flintlock. 2 barrels. A brass barrel, I think it was. Nice. Should make us... Oh, and a copper plate. We got any copper plates? Ah. Is it there? Plate. Oh. Brass plate. Brass plate. Was it a brass plate? Let's assume it was. Oh, we have a rocket launcher. That's the good news. Bad news is rockets are expensive. Need some gunpowder. Where does the gunpowder go? Forgotten. Hang on. Of course, the crafter that I made that was making my gunpowder and was actually full of gunpowder and other niceties was progressive automation, so I've now lost it, which was a bit daft. Right, we'll pour some iron plates. We're not in the position that we can afford to make lots of rockets, but we can make a couple, I think. Let's make some gunpowder. So we can now make a rocket. Very nice. Now the other thing I want to make is a mining charge, because I wonder if these would be quite useful. We need a second rocket. I think what we'll find is that rockets, given the amount of iron it takes just to build one, not going to be very viable for us. But I'm just interested to see how this works. Tell me we have some more string. Oh, we've got some wool, that will do. Okay, let's go give this a try. Normal rocket, concussive rocket, lightning charge. So I'm shift right clicking to switch between different types of rocket. Good thing it's night time. Normal rocket mode. Come on, mobs. Where are you when we need? Oh, there's one. Getting a bit close, actually. Right, come over here and play. Oh, there's two. Perfect. Load my rocket. Fire my rocket. Oh, that was fun. Not very accurate, but fun. Yeah, so that's a rocket. Now I believe you can fire them at your feet and rocket jump. Who's that? Who are you? FTB, whoever you are. T-Fox. I switched to breech loading pistol, by the way, because they're a bit quicker. What'd you do? You just opened the door. He opened the door. Okay. Door. Okay. On that note, I think it might be time to call it a day. Bye for now.